Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. A second till everything fires up, and then I will throw the link in, and we can start moving. Okay, link to join is in and pinned. Let's see what's happening. Well, it looks like it's just me this evening, so I'll give everything a second or two here. Oh, hey, UP, thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. Got something kind of cool. Oh, have no fear, we have been Doug stirred. Doug, shaken, not stirred. Yep, that's the dad joke for the evening, Doug. Just letting you know that now. Let's have a new guys start. It's Tom. Thanks for jumping in. So once get rolling a little bit, the one of the Jeep groups I'm in, the main Jeep group I'm in actually, they filmed a music video for a buddy. It's probably been about 2 months now, and it's finally out. So I will play that for you tonight. Shared it in here, the link to it, and it's on my Facebook stuff. It's on both, everything related to that. And Lauren, what's happening, Old McDonald? I don't know how to share it to Instagram, so, and I'm not sure how I could share it on here without being slapped with copyright music stuff. So, the Deanster. Chopper liver. Oh, chopped liver. Mine's not chopped. It is stirred. About tree fitty or W350? Okay, boop, boop, boop. UP Underwood spread. Don't know, but sure. Unfinished bacon kiwi egg carton milk jug. What the hell is that thing? UP? Not sure. Dino. Hey, Lauren H. I'm weird to the core, but I hope I won't be as outwardly weird, so I don't give you all a headache. Well, that's kind of your thing, though. You're you. Just keep being you. If you want to be less weird, you can always come on and physically show people you're less weird. I mean, that's a thing. Having a Slimo. Someone said, hey, it's lunchtime, pinion seal on the ute today. Oh, well, don't eat the pinion seal. Just going to say don't eat the pinion seal. Dean saying you can eat his shorts. I mean, that's an option. Lauren saying, don't worry, Dean, she's weird. I can confirm. Dean saying, thanks for the bacon, kiwi, fruit, and juice. Okay. So that's a juice carton. Okay, good to know that. I was not aware. I was ill-informed. Dean saying, I'm walking home in the rain. It gets hard to control the raindrop setting. Okay. We can go with that. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I am. That's cool. Whatever works. So how's everybody's week going? Doesn't really mean as much, because it's Monday and gotta help everybody's week's been going good so far. Unfied, or I'm unifying. Unfied is good to him. Let's go. What's happening, DNS? Thanks for jumping in. So I think we got enough people to do it the first go around. So like I was saying, my main Jeep group, one of their buddies, who's now my friend too, which is cool. He actually made a music video, and he had all of our Jeeps, including the Chambler, in it. So I figured I would play that for you guys. I'm not going to play with the audio because I don't want to have any issues. So I will play it and then put the link to it in the chat so you guys can go watch it with the audio on if you'd like to. I'd appreciate it if you did because it's pretty neat. That is not. Yeah, that is what I meant to do. Okay, so this is the video. So I'm going to play it. So this is, I'll actually put the link in now. That is not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to copy this, throw this in here. Put this in here. So this is the link to the video. You guys can watch it and listen to it and all that jazz. Alright, so I'm going to play it with no audio. This is my friend's backyard. I know it's a little bit less than entertaining with no audio, but I'm not sure how to do it without having the channel risk getting copyright strike, and I don't want him to have any trouble either. So it was pretty neat to shoot a music video. Never been in one before. We shot one day at a buddy's house, and then they also shot out on a lake. I'm very close to a large body of water. There's a bunch of shots of the Chandler and stuff in it, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I said, the link to actually watch it and listen to it is in the is right here. So please go check it out. He put a lot of heart and effort into this thing, and he's a really nice guy. And so are all his buddies that helped him put the video together. So definitely looking forward to that working out for him. So you'll start to see Chandler in and out of the video here. And yes, one of those Jeeps is his. The one he's standing on is his buddy's. And he's standing right by the Chandler there. Yeah, sorry, I know this is not weird without the audio, but I don't want to have any issues. There's Chandler again. Lake St. Clair. Lake St. Clair. More heaps. Yeah, we filmed for probably 3 hours. He did go and film the next day or the next weekend out on the water, so there's definitely a lot of material in about a 3-minute video. But that's all of you that make videos know that's kind of how it goes. See the Chandler there. Chandler is multi-talented. There it is. Nice big shot of the car. Thankfully, that's actually the hood. That's one of the Jeep ducks I have. Oh, excuse me. I should probably finish flaggers checkers. Okay, Slimo, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with everything. See if you can pick out. Oh, it's there. I didn't realize. Sorry, it's more. It's nice, right there in the center of the exit there. See, that works. See for Doug there's the Chandlers right here. So I thought it was pretty neat. It was very cool of him to have us all in it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So catch back up on the not finished. Well, thank you, UP. Appreciate it. Dean St. Dinas, there's room in your 360 for room 410 wonder stuff. There are times when I'm pretty sure I'm missing something on it. Did he smash the Chandler? No. No, he did not smash the Chandler. No, it's rock, kind of sense rock, I guess would be the best way to call it. The link is there. The link is right here. So it's in there. So please feel free to watch it. It'd be greatly appreciated if you did. Because I definitely would like him to have a good go of it. He's a nice dude, and I'd like it to work for him. It was a great Muse video. Thank you, Dean. Dean S is thinking 413. Well, we can go with Doug. A kind of rap, more a tractor rap, though. I wouldn't call it that, but you're probably closer than I would be. What's happening, Dutch? 350 from the Wonder Stuff, room 410, or live from room 512, New York. Oh, Dean. Dean, hi, Mr. F, the Curious Orang. Oh, Dina's got to go. I appreciate you jumping in, man. Sorry if I missed you before you got out of here. Thanks for jumping in as always, my friend. Yeah, Southern Batman, as many would call him. I'm looking for a Beretta A40 or A400. I've got a couple pesky pheasants ruffling my feathers. A400, I think, is the auto loader, isn't it? I had a friend that had one. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Their over-under is very nice. Michael had two of them. Very, very nice guns. Very nice shooting. Yep. There it is. F-bodies rock, Dutch. Well, which F-body? The Chrysler one, the Chevy one, or the Mopar one? Or did Mopar even have an F-body? Someone in the chat will correct me. So, did Mopar have an F-body? I don't actually remember. I only had B-body, A-body, C-body. So, okay, chat. The link is pinned. So anyone who is speaking of the devil,
what's up?
You're eastbound and down just to watch old Mustang run?
I am. Normally I would be sitting in a lap of luxury, drinking some nice, fine something other and smoking a cigar. But unfortunately, I have like 30 days to get this thing running before it needs to go into hibernation. So.
You mean you're gonna pull it out, drive it around the block, and put it right back in the garage?
Depending on when I get it to that point, yeah, possibly.
Because its hibernation spot is currently where it's sitting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure you hadn't bought another house where you're just gonna store your cars. So.
No. I got big list of crap.
Oh, he's got a punch list.
So. I'm just going to be tinkering on this while you talk and things and stuff and whatnot.
Dean's saying at last, Dark Side Dan approved content. Dark Side Dan with an exclamation point.
Yes, that is me. The darkness of my name.
Is it getting pretty cold up by you guys, or?
What's that?
Is it getting colder up by you guys?
Yeah, it's about, I don't know, 40 degrees in here right now.
Yeah, it's been hitting 40s at night and 60s in the day, but it rained for 24 hours yesterday, so it's a little damp.
Yeah. Yeah, she's getting cold. Why? I really don't like working in the cold, so I've been procrastinating.
Neither do I. So I try real hard to, so I'm really glad the garage has a heater. I just wish there was no space to work on more than one thing at a time in there.
Yeah.
I need to find covered parking for the Chambler for the winter, so that's going to be fun.
Covered parking, huh?
Yeah, it needs to be inside somewhere. I don't want to leave it out.
No.
So little leaks and things I have to address that I don't want to deal with throughout the winter. I don't want to put a cover on it and have it cover freeze to it and screw it up. I put too much work into it. I just don't want to sit out in the snow.
Well, yeah, you get the cover to freeze on it, and then that thin paint will just come right off with it.
Yeah. And I like it looking aged, but I don't want it to look ruined.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yes. McDonald's saying rain helped rid our burning restrictions up here. Time for another bonfire. Yeah, I'm having a bonfire 2 Fridays from now. So.
I might have an unintentional bonfire.
I'm sorry?
I might have an unintentional bonfire, depending on how this goes.
Well, try not to set everything on fire. Dean saying, how about burning a couch and staying warm, Dark Side Dan? That's what Southern Hemisphere University students do. Little different, but sure. I think he means riots. Or like your team wins, so burn your shit.
Oh, burning stuff down to the ground?
Yeah, Doctor's saying, can you afford a sheet steel carport? Yes, I can. More than likely not. But yet, I don't want an unheated space for the car and rodents and stuff. I'm just going to put it somewhere. More stuff hopefully next year, but this year I just got to get out of the weather.
All right.
Dutch, Mopar F-bodies are Aspens and Valaris. That's kind of what I figured. But I figured someone who's an expert on such things, either yourself or the Dugster, would correct me if I was wrong. I'm the quiet type that's into heavy metal looks, or not that far off. Some car guys just want to see the garage burn. That's from your brother. Very Batman of you there, Tom. Very Batman. No, I don't have the money to put a carport, and I don't really have a place to put it. So it's kind of one of those things where I'll just suck it up and figure out a way to pay to have it stored for this winter. So.
This thing is being held in by more things than I anticipated.
Well, let's zoom in on the Danster here.
What?
Is that an electric fan? Is that an electric fan, Dan?
That?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the fuel cooler. Remember that? I ran gas through that and cooled the fuel. But now I'm taking it out because that's the wiring I'm going to use to wire up the electric water pump motor because it's already wired. So, yeah, I am doing everything as cheaply as possible. But I got
so you're abandoning the fuel cooler?
Not abandoning, just putting off to the side till next year.
Yeah.
More pressing things. I need to
like we drive,
not just for fuel.
Your brother saying Northern Batman. You know, I do apologize that I didn't identify you correctly, sir. Yeah, Doctor's saying Fandan.
Yeah, see? I cooled the fuel with this thing. Worked really good. It actually kept the motor cool too when I use this. Cold fuel. Works great.
Nice. Dean's saying it's got to have EQ variance to capacivate the audience. Jesus, I can't even English. If the Burning Man in New Guy's guitar. We got Vicage.
What's this about decapitating your audience?
Captivating. I couldn't English.
You couldn't English?
Good not English at the moment.
Well, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Dexter's saying he has a Moroso super cool can. Can't wait to use it on a shop truck.
Those things
kind of the same thing as your fan, man, Dan.
Yeah, except the fan works better than the old.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna have more air moving through it. So
yeah. I originally planned on making a bracket in front of it to hold blocks of dry ice. Then it would be extra cool, but never got around to it.
I want to see you do that over the winter. That'd be entertaining.
Yeah. Are we joining Dan in his garage there? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is the Dan garage, and that is his Iron Pony.
Oh, hot dog. Hey, Dan.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. Oh, well. How you been there, Scott?
I'm good. Have you healed from your recent fall you had last week?
My tumble? Well, I don't get around so well anyway, but I'd say I'm about 80% of that. So I'm okay, I guess. Still rolling around the kitchen in a chair with wheels on it. So I guess I can't really complain. It's not a wheeled chair. The wheels are little.
Yeah. It's a chair that has wheels, not a wheeled chair.
Yeah. Yeah, what you said. So.
Yeah. Oh, McDonald's asking, so is that orange Mustang orange or red, Dan?
It is poppy seed red.
So orange, gotcha. Oh, hey, Dougster's calling it the tetanus horse.
Tetanus. It doesn't have a spot of rust on it. Though it does have a lot of bare metal showing. So I'm surprised it hasn't rusted by now.
Like I said, luckiest man alive.
Anyway, no. I think you fall into that category too, there, brother. I wanted to say congratulations on making your anniversary.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I've been lucky once. Dan's lucky like every freaking day.
Huh. If I was that lucky, this thing would have been running a long time ago.
I didn't. Well, lucky and lazy do go hand in hand sometimes, there, Dan. So.
or in my case, absolutely the opposite of that. Tried to be lazy that day and wound up going ass over tea kettle.
Yeah, try not to do that.
Yeah.
Unfinished project is saying orange. You're glad I didn't say banana, but I'm.
Oh. I think that car looked good in there.
Oh, McDonald's saying yeah, because it looks orange on TV. It looks orange in person too. So there's that.
I've never seen it in person.
Well, I would have if you had brought it, to the places I've met you at.
It was only one place, one time.
Well, it was supposed to be one place twice.
I don't know.
Dean saying you cured the 7-year itch, 6%. Well done. Well, I try.
Yeah, Dean's actually going to be doing some parts hunting for me for Stone Soup.
Those cars big out there in Upside Down Land?
That's what he said. He said they're all over the place down there.
Slime was saying, hey, Dan, does the electric water pump use the thermostat or run all the time?
What? Runs all the time.
There's another string I wouldn't mind pulling on there. Slimo.
What was that?
Use the mow of the slime.
The 70th island.
701st New Zealand. It's probably clapjack back and forth to between the Aussie and the New Zealander here. Doctor's saying the Chevy color Hugger orange is Pontiac Carousel red. Same damn color, Dan.
Neither one of those is Ford.
So I was saying Utes are us, as opposed to Dean saying uterus.
Which one of these works? This one? No.
Wow, my lighting sucks. We'll go back here.
You're not in your Hot Wheels Fortress?
No, that's the stairs are still kind of iffy right now. So I mean, if I make a trip out there, I try to stay, and I had to come back in to get something to eat. So I'm done for the night.
Well, not to interrupt you, but Dan's got fire and he's not on fire yet, so we got to watch this.
True, I'm not on fire yet. Although I am holding it directly towards the gasoline.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
And this is connected directly to the battery. I thought about unhooking it, but ain't got time.
Yeah, I would think of nothing. I would expect nothing less from you, my friend.
You know me so well.
Yeah. Hey Dan, did you catch the No Name Nationals video we did?
No, I've been head over fist trying to work on this thing. I haven't watched
I included the drag race video you and your brother did, and he looks so depressed when Stone Soup takes off. I can't read that.
Dean's saying it's a Kiwi, him being a typical smartass, brain dead dick to Slimo, a man who he respects. Well, that's kind of how most guys are. I'm a dick to to Dan. He's a Minnesotan, but that's not why I'm addicted to him. He's Dan.
Oh, I thought you were addicted to Dan.
No.
Oh.
That's a whole other show that I'm not involved in.
That's a show that you're not a part of.
No, he's got his own fans or whatever the hell those troll stalker people he had were.
Well, I haven't had a troll in feels like years at this point.
Well, you killed them all off there, in YouTube land, not in reality. Thank you very much.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they killed themselves.
Oh.
I don't know. No, Busted Radio just had a bunch of trouble. They've downgraded his monetization badly because somebody was reporting him. It sounds like something with maybe, I don't know how it started, but it sounds like something that might have had to do with No Name. Very strange.
That's, from what I understand, it was some childish crap that was some naysayer, got a hold of him.
Oh, I don't doubt that fact. Because those guys seem like they have a lot of free time on their hands, but it's one of those things where I don't know enough to say anything other than conjecture, so I don't actually know.
Yeah, the whole nothing better to do crew.
Yeah. You guys, well, your brother's saying Dan addicted. Nope, you might be, but I'm not.
Dan addicted.
Oh, hey, there you go, Tom. Make it, instead of addicted to love, Dan addicted to love, like the Robert Palmer song. If you're saying I don't get it, Dane, no, I don't. P7 variant, Valiant, but the Australians then called the AP7 Valiant the VC as in victorious class. Ass class.
No, he said Victoria Cross.
Oh,
That much.
Victorious Cross.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Victorious Cross. I read that too quickly.
Man, you want to. The boys who get like the Medal of Honor, absolutely, they earn it and everything. But Victoria Cross guys, those they gotta jump through some serious like death-defying hoops to get that.
Yeah. No, the only thing I've got, I never served. I have my father's Purple Heart. That's about the only medal of his I have. So.
My father got a Purple Heart too. He got shot in the ass.
No, my dad still had shrapnel on his arm from Vietnam. Oh, hold on. Firewatch again. Firewatch. We're watching you with fire or hopefully not setting yourself on fire.
I am going to die in my kitchen of laughter if he bursts into flames. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Of pain if he bursts into flames, so.
I mean, really, I wouldn't mind it at this point. I can see my breath out here. So.
So you're just using the microscopic space heater?
Yeah. What microscope? What space heater?
He's talking about your torch.
Your torch.
Yeah. Works good. All right. So. What do I want to do here now?
Ooh, I just saw the Theo Steggy 1964 Chrysler AP5 Valiant. They're just, well, let me look it up, but every other Chrysler, I'm sorry, Vic, your car is butt fucking ugly.
Don't tell Foggy that. She'll be like, oh no, it's not. It's beautiful. I think it's hideous, but I love it.
No, I'm sorry. It's oh no, the Aussie version is much better. If that's AP5 one.
Yeah, Heat Dream. That's all it was. Well, how go things up there in Michigan, brother?
Floating along consistently. Yeah, it's a much better looking car.
Oh, are we doing the face bag thing?
No, just doing the AP5 Valiant, much better than your Valiant.
Well, mine's not necessarily a Valiant, but yeah, I'm sorry if I can't see that well. The whole picture is only that big.
Yeah,
So.
no, it looks more like a dart. Dean, Dean, you need to have your damn eyes checked. The Stone Soup is gorgeous. You guys have the car. If you look at the car right side up, it ain't. Doug saying Stone Soup, much like the '60s T-Bird, is so ugly it's cool. No, it's just ugly, buddy. I'm sorry. It doesn't mean that it doesn't negate the work that anybody did do it to make it run. That was extremely impressive. It's still ugly.
Oh yeah.
Face only a mother could love. Motor Trend said that in '82 Ugly Car Award. Yeah, I would agree.
It does kind of grow on you, though.
You be saying his email is on his about page. Okay, good. I did not know that. Would you like me to share your page, sir? No, short is still shot. Okay. So apparently there's something I missed there. They must be talking about fugly cars. I just tuned it out.
I think there's a lot of ugly cars out there, but then there's like the ones like mine that are like, whoa, what were they thinking? Ugly, you know? Like everybody's like, oh, I think the DeLorean looks cool as hell, and I think the DeLorean looks like a brick on wheels. It's like a pre-Cybertruck or something.
To an extent, I mean, there's interesting aspects of the DeLorean. Like you can make it look cooler than it is. I don't know how you'd make the car that you have look cooler than this. I mean, you can do stuff to it to make it look neat, but the body style itself is just a lot of. I'm assuming a lot of illicit substances were consumed in the design of that car.
Yeah, I every time I talk to somebody about it, I always tell them that I think Virgil Exner was high.
Yeah, and Owen McDonald saying it may as well be an Edsel. No, I think the Edsel actually looks better than that.
Yeah. I think the later Edsels look like crap, but the first ones that came out, I thought they were phenomenal looking.
No, they were sort of ahead of their time in a weird way, but they weren't really. But people were still.
Yeah.
What's with the bird Jeep? It's just a random photo I found that's on the thumbnail for this. I actually don't know anything about it. I do apologize. No information. DeLorean ISS. International Space Station, or am I missing something?
Oh, you ain't gonna be able to see nothing. That's all right.
DeLorean is cool as hell. Stock, not as a time machine. I know I probably said this last time, but I'm not a fan of the Back to the Future movies. Just don't care.
See if this tile works.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna fire up?
No fire. Just seeing if the pump works.
Well, okay. Listen for the squirting and the flames.
Well, it has to start first, doesn't it?
No. It's moving, Dan.
Nice.
I can confirm it did make spinny things.
Hey, that's progress right there.
I didn't see what he was talking about. Point at what he was talking about, Dan.
Just water pump.
My water pump. Yeah, my hose is in the way. That's why.
Dan's getting all fancy with you. He doesn't like fuel injection, but he likes all the other modern conveniences.
Well, really, that's like as old school of a water pump system as you can get. I mean, that's literally just a motor driving the mechanical pump or water pump. Really, this is actually a blower motor. I believe the direct replacement is like a 79 or a 78 F-150 blower motor. I could be wrong though.
Like heater blower motor?
Yeah.
Really?
I do believe so.
Will that hold up to a duty cycle of a water pump though with a running car?
Yeah, it's made to. That's what it was designed. Well, that's what Moroso designed them to do. But I believe they just used that pre-existing motor to.
That's a really interesting concept there, Dan.
Pretty neat.
I'm perfect. Go ahead.
All
Yeah,
of
I
this
forgot
is-
you bought an Omaroso kit, didn't you? It's been a while since I remember you talking about this thing.
I bought that thing off Facebook Marketplace for like $20 like 2 years ago. And I figured now is as good a time as any to, use it.
I didn't see what he said there, Dan or Scott.
A handsome man makes an ugly car handsome. Vic, thanks for your contribution. Diecast. It's called respect and appreciation for what you do.
Oh, God love you.
Dutch, I got a last minute parts order from a friend in Boston today. I'm leaving all the packages with explicit labels. His mailman is going to have some questions.
All right, let's see here.
Okay, let's look at the tool collection here. We've got the parts store wire strippers.
Crescent wrench.
I'm assuming he stole that crescent wrench from his dad. That's what I'm assuming.
I borrowed it.
Yeah,
I can't make out what the long black thing is there beneath his name tag. It looks like a long clip for an Uzi or something.
What? Where? This?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it.
That'll come in handy later.
Ah. Sure, taste the thing.
Underneath the car. Ah. Sharpie.
So are we going to be hearing the old Iron Pony fire up there?
Possibly.
Ah.
Aha.
How long will that have
crossed
been?
off the list?
How long will that have been, Dan?
How long will what have been?
Yeah, if you get the car started tonight, how long will it have been without running?
Almost exactly a year.
Yeesh.
Dux, you're saying Virgil Extra was a chain-smoking, hard-drinking man. I believe he had 2 heart attacks while at Chrysler working. While working, right? Well, that explains his car designs.
Yeah, his brain went too long without oxygen.
No, he was drawn and he had a heart attack, and that's when he drew that fucking Lancer.
Okay. So he was mid-stroke when he was designing it and had a heart attack.
That's genius.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not fucking pick up?
I think it might have been one of those yes men beneath him. They look at each other like, did he mean to do that? I'm not going to ask him.
Yeah, these things happen. No, we've been warned. We hath been warned.
Hello, Juan.
What's up, number one?
Oh. Let's see. You know what that means, Scott?
Chicken, hamster, gorilla?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a reference to probably, oh God, now my brain, Top Gear?
Absolutely. Man of culture, I figured you'd get it.
Huh.
You know that I did cars for all 3 of those guys, and only Hammond was like, yeah, I love that. Never heard from the other 2.
I think Hammond is probably the most car guy of the 3 of them. Like actual, really cars.
Yeah.
Not that they're not, don't think it means as much.
Yeah, to them it was a job. To him, it's a passion.
Yeah.
He 2 of my cars were actually sitting on his shelf on his right hand side when he's like doing the Drive Tribe video. If he's in his office, 2 of my cars are on his shelf.
Nice.
Yeah. Every time I see his videos, I'm like, look, baby, there they are.
No, say hi to your mom for us, Juan. Glad she did not get sucked up into hurricane. Z.
Yeah, plural.
Yeah, Duckster, look at a 60s Fury and tell me what you think, or a early Exeter design 55 Dodge Royale Lancer. He can design good looking cars. It's not that it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So everybody is going to think something's awesome, something's not. These things happen, but I try to see the beauty in everything. I just can't in that body style. There's just too much going on. It does not connect.
Yeah.
Like he was doing coke in the morning and he was drunk in the afternoon when he designed the car, because the shit just does not come together.
Right.
Him and his true jet train wreck.
Hmm?
Is jet train wreck. Not sure, but sorry, I don't know on that one. I might have missed something in the translation there, Dean. Sorry. Blue Meanie's a slime out. Well, blue meanie over here means a wrestler, so I'm not sure what it means over there. Oh my God! Hold on, Dan is wiring.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's my most favorite thing to do in the world.
He's just trying to cause all the fires.
I see that you're using the finest of the dime store butt connectors there, sir.
Yes. Well, you should see the quality of my heat shrink.
I'm assuming it's on par with the connectors.
I got them from the same place.
Dollar store or O'Reilly?
O'Reilly.
I'm so glad you guys say O'Reilly and not O'Reilly's.
Well, most people in Michigan would put O'Reilly's on it because, we pluralize everything in the state for no apparent fucking reason.
I know. Go ahead.
Oh, we're gonna learn something today. According to Google, Sweethearts Day is for guys. They get candy and kisses from ladies, and not the other way around. Okay, well, tell that to everybody I've ever known, because that's not how it works. But sure.
Yeah, we don't have one of those. Whatever it is. Not how
it's one of those Hallmark holidays, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying the 55 Dodge is a handsome car. Well, like, handsome, like that's a handsome woman, or because handsome means different things to different people. 3-tone paint job.
Here, let's see it. Can you Google it?
Yeah, Richard Hammond is a true jet car train. Oh, yeah, no, he's talking. Okay. So Hambone wrecked a jet dragster in one of the early seasons of Top Gear. That's what he's talking about.
Hi, everyone.
Look out, Juan. We've been Juan.
Yes, I made it in time. I'm glad to be here with you guys. And hi to all y'all in the comments. Did someone ask something? Was it you, Dan?
No. I didn't ask anything. I said hello.
Hiyo. Yeah,
or where we are right now. Hell no, Juan. Hell no.
Why?
No, it's a joke, Juan.
Okay.
Oh, hell no. If you say it fast enough, you could be saying either one.
Yeah, we don't see Dan's face.
What?
Well,
hello.
He's working, Juan. He's a working man.
Yeah, putting tools on the paint.
That's right. Not,
I don't think
not a hot rod if you can't put tools on it.
I love you too, Dean, and you guys.
This is a 55 Dodge. It's a Dodge.
It's a Dodge.
It's
you blow it up a little bit.
The goddamn Dodge.
Oh, this is one I got.
What do you want there, Vic? It's a Dodge.
No, it's a Dodge.
No, it's a Dodge.
No, with the boom soda flavor.
Hold on. No shots. No shots. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Boom! That's horrible, that car.
1 second. Let me zip over here. I can zoom in, but it opened it up in another screen, so give me a second.
Oh.
The ones that were missing.
Hold on.
There you go.
The paint, The paint job seems well made, but that is not my color of choice.
It's coral. Wait a minute, you're Mr. Barbie girl. You don't like coral?
Oh no, not in my cars.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I will have.
That would look good in like a deep blue or even a white or something, but that pink is whoa.
It's not pink. It's coral, sir.
What's wrong with the color? I like that color.
Hey, see, you start talking bad about Lancers, and one of the cats appears. What's happening? Thanks for jumping in.
Yeah, I said hi to her.
Salmon black and white car is like my uncle's. Well, or a lot of people, Chevy call it coral. Apparently, it's called salmon.
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 Well, some cars actually look good with pink, but that car is that's classic. That's class.
Yeah, I can't imagine a Cadillac in any other color, but
like the pink of the coral or the salmon isn't bad, but it's thrown off by that dark burgundy middle color. It doesn't really work right. It makes it look off.
Let me.
Doug's, you're saying that's handsome. See, that's the thing, Doug. Like, that's a pretty car. To me, handsome doesn't mean that on a car. Doug, you can say salmon all you want. It's still salmon.
Okay.
Dean, it's pink. It's the only right color. Yeah, sassy.
No, he didn't say sassy.
How many times am I going to drop this fucking wrench?
Would look better with Suzanne Summers driving. Okay.
Ooh. Don't touch anything.
Doug's uncle had Kelsey Hayes wire wheels on it. Oh, fancy, Doug. Simon was saying, I thought my Ute was fully Oz, but Joe Schmansky from USA designed it. We do things best here, Slimo.
The car looks nice.
Lost somebody. Hold on. Vic popped away there. Sorry, Vic. I don't know what happened, but you just kind of blipped off there.
Mm-hmm. So, hello, Sir Six a lot. Hiya, Junkyard D. The D.
What's happening there, Junkyard? Or is one will say Junkyard?
Yeah, and I'm drinking my Puerto Rican coffee.
Okay, I'll bite. What is Puerto Rican coffee one?
From Puerto Rico.
I figured that much. Like, what makes it special one?
We are on the center of America, and only few things happening there that doesn't happen somewhere else, like for harvesting fruits and especially coffee.
Oh, like climate is different, or the soils are different?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it could get similar with the Cuban, maybe the Dominican, but Puerto Rico is like in the middle right there. But I like the Cuban coffee also, and the Dominican. I like more the Dominican than the Puerto Rican, so. But that's my opinion.
No, you're good. I'm not a coffee fan. The only thing coffee I ever really eat is coffee ice cream, and that's about the extent of my coffee. I'm not a fan of it.
Dude, I had to lower my intake of coffee. I had to lower it.
It always tastes like somebody else drank it first and spit it back in the cup. No thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it looks like a bowling shoe with wheels with those colors. That is true. It does look like a bowling shoe. I'm Vic saying he pushed the wrong button. Well, dude, I appreciate you jumping in anyway. They're saying, I hope to own that car someday. I've loved it since it was a kid. Okay, let me start this over again. I hope to own that car someday. I've loved it since I was a kid. It's one of the cars that made me a Mopar guy. That in a 67 Satellite. Oh.
Well, Doug, that car would fit you. For real. And I'm not saying because it's pink and, the jokes aside, I think that car is a good fit for you.
I don't think anyone was thinking that until you brought it up.
Anyone will think that. Yeah, we make fun a lot of each other here. It's acceptable. Old Mac, that is offensive. That is so offensive.
All McDonald's saying Puerto Rican coffee is just re-gifted Jamaican coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a recycled European too, old man.
Dean's like you get offered DeLorean production and you say no.
I will sell that car. I like the DeLorean, but I will take that Chevy. Or, sorry, it's not a Chevy. The car that was there, the Cadillac. I will take the
Dodge?
Cadillac.
The car that was on the screen was a Dodge.
Man, sorry, folks.
You're
It's
good.
just there are some cars that look like that. There are Chevy's cars that look like it, which I like them more. I think they're older. And
Slimo's saying baboon's ass pink for the Dodge. Okay. Dean's saying I'd like a pink 62 Plymouth, but the one-eyed cat would laugh at me. It's quite possible.
for some reason, I'm feeling better. I don't know what happened in the stream, but I'm feeling better.
Too much caffeine intake?
I don't know what was it.
I can take a guess.
Leave it in your head.
Oh.
I am.
Well, yeah, let's check back in on the Dan sticker here.
Hello.
Yeah, Dan
My
is still
pizza.
actually. I don't know if I've ever seen you work on camera before, Dan.
I don't usually. Because it's
I mean, like
slow.
other than that engine pull, but Tom and your nephew did most of that work. So
Oh, yeah. I kind of just sat there and watched.
It was a special
Very nice.
occasion to work on a car and ignore, I think.
My heat shrink is not wanting to slip over the goddamn connector. That's
so you need a little bigger heat shrink there, bud.
well, too late now.
Remember
Where's the
that
electrical tape?
I mentioned you about some silicone spray, the one that evaporates fast, that you said that you supposedly didn't need? Don't you think you will need it now?
No, because that would have just made my fingers more slippery, and I wouldn't have been able to slip it
It
over.
evaporates. It does evaporate. It won't stick to your finger.
Well, once it's evaporated, then what the hell's it doing? It's not doing anything at that point because it's gone.
Oh yeah. Smart T-pants down.
Well, just every once in a while.
I'm up for it. Doug. We'll see.
How about- Where here?
Not a bad looking. I'll zip it up here in a second. Not a bad car, but meh. Chrysler in that time frame and just not the greatest of designs. I'll pop it up here.
Put it there.
I am. Gotta get it first, make sure I could actually find it.
Pink color.
It's not a bad looking car, but they're like in the 50s to me. Chevy, Cadillac, Buick, Pontiac even were better than Ford and Chrysler. Mostly they'll had winners and losers, but I think more on the average it was better looking cars.
Doesn't look bad, but I don't feel the interest to have one also, if I could, right?
It's possible.
I like the wheels, which I think that I don't know if that is OEM.
You love gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely aspects of the car that I think look nice.
Yes.
But I think overall the fins and everything on the back look cool. The convertible looks cool. Like
The
there's definitely
stands.
stuff that I
Stands.
like. Nah, it's too tall.
I don't like it. To some extent. You gotta love chrome. The paint, oh man, those days paint was the real deal.
Oh yeah, but the paint that's on a car now is so much better. and what was on a car then in terms of quality and finish, and not thickness and durability by any means.
Well, if you tell me
the finish back then was garbage compared to now.
well, I know the clear coat wasn't even close.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it is
how ironic is that, though? How ironic is that? Cars that have been on the road for literal decades, right, have worse paint than cars that won't even be on the road for a decade. What's the point of having good paint if the car's not going to survive that long?
Well,
it's nice that it looks pretty.
I don't like water-based paint.
A lot of those cars didn't have clear at all. They just had a single stage.
Like this.
Oh. But some Mustang single stage, I have seen a few that they can revive the paint. Not all cases, right?
The paint is so thick, it's also a much different material. It's enamel versus lacquer, or lacquer versus enamel. I can never remember which one's which, but it's definitely a much different.
As long as oil base, I'm good with it. I don't like the water, the mix that we have now. And that technology.
It all depends on what it is. And it really all depends on what it is. Like we dealt with a lot of water bait. Okay, I don't know what happened to Juan, but he has exited the chat.
Juan, no.
Yeah, apparently everybody keeps hitting the wrong button. I did not do that. It was not me, and neither was it with Vic.
Okay.
Like what I was going to say, the water-based, we dealt with a lot of water-based paint, starting with when I was doing the military stuff with water-based CARC, or chemical agent-resistant coating, which is paint in military language. And it was hard as shit to get it to work, but once you did, it was decent. I wouldn't say fantastic, but decent.
Decent.
You know what chemical agent it won't resist? You want to know a little secret, Dan?
Say it again. What?
So CARC, chemical agent resistant paint or coating, is what most military vehicles are painted with.
Okay.
There's a couple of things it won't resist, like regular everyday household items.
Like what? Windex? Bleach?
No. Brake fluid, because brake fluid kills any kind of coating.
Well, yeah, brake fluid will take almost anything off.
So and baloney.
Baloney.
Baloney. Believe it or not, baloney.
So you.
I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but I do know that baloney takes off CARC.
Wow. That's incredible.
So did you unbreak yourself there, Juan, or what the?
Yeah, I just sometimes I have things open on the computer and I put like quit, and I quit myself out of YouTube.
You're like,
but actually,
now you're saying goodbye. Just bink, done. 1 out, stink.
I was like, what happened? I'm back.
Oh, hi, Juan. Bye, Juan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Doctor said yes. Bologna and eggs are terrible for paint. Well, and they're also bad for CARC. Now, like in CARC, just so everybody understands, it's not to protect the troops; it's to protect the stuff. So it might kill all the troops, but they can come through and hose off the chemical agents and get that stuff right back in the field. Just get some more troops. So.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is like we have like a mix of paint now, and we have some water-based paint that sadly Toyota developed, and many car makers are like borrowing that technology. I don't like it. I like my old base paint, the good stuff. You didn't know that 6%?
A lot of it is relative, but yeah, it just depends on what you like, what you don't like, and how well you can spray what you can spray. I doubt that water-based coatings will ever make their way into rattle can type technology, just because it's too much of a problem to spray it with any kind of consistency, at least from my experience.
I think they have made something similar to it, but if it's on a rattle can, oh no.
So So what are we looking at here, Dan? Because all we can really see is the fender and the tire.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna be.
Oh, Dan down, Dan down.
I hope you don't bend yourself to pick that up on camera. Don't do that.
Oop.
But you're mad.
Oh, he's getting header flanges.
But you're so mad.
I can barely contain my suspense. Will Dan make it to the floor? Oh, burble hornies. Oh, he's got a knife.
I got a knife. Everybody watch
good.
out.
He's got a knife.
We're seeing the creature. He's analyzing what he's doing. He's using the knife. He's discovering something very epic. He's touching it now.
Yeah,
He doesn't
Dan's
have a
touching
sense of a
horny.
brain.
Folks are saying the big three switched water race paints in the early 90s and didn't have the formulation right, and the paint would flake off from the vehicles. Yeah, I remember the GMs. I don't know if this was that, but they would literally peel off in sheets in the late 80s and early 90s on the trucks.
Toyota is doing that, dog, and
Yeah,
When
it happened.
they do peel the white color especially. So if anyone on the chat wants to buy a new car, stay away from the white stuff.
I know McDonald's saying need Krager's in the back too, Dan.
No. I had that at one point. Then it was black steels, and now it's
And the monkey's bumbling. He's trying to imitate human speech.
Oh, Juan commentary. Or Juan-mentary.
All right. Now,
Yes, Doxter.
hold on to everything.
Well,
Oh,
You're fine. You're fine.
no,
I
I
just
just kind
need
of
to,
so we can commentate on you working like live stream, like we're sports announcers.
yeah.
You will. Just give me 1 second.
He developed a conscience and decided to plug the camera off.
No, he didn't. It's still Dan.
He does a long way to go, short time to get there.
He's bound just to watch old Bandit run.
He don't
I'm
know.
northbound trying to get this piece of shit to run.
Well, that's true, but that's a good question, Juan. What movie is that from? That's a song lyric. A long way to go, to short time to get there. That's a song lyric. What movie is that from, Juan?
I think that's more of a Doxter question. That's not a one question.
No, this is I know Dougster knows.
Even
No,
I know this one.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. It's like one of the best car movies ever, Juan. Come on.
I don't watch car movies. I watch
Oh,
car
Juan.
programs.
Juan, that's just sad.
No, they're not good. Usually car movies. No.
What?
No. Ew.
You gotta be kidding me. You're just
Yeah,
not watching the right ones.
Yeah, Dougster, we know you know. I have absolutely no doubt that you know. And
Even I know.
know. I kind of figured Juan didn't, but I thought maybe at least this one he would have known. No, it's not Vanishing Point.
No.
No, I just watch car shows, restoration builds, and now I'm watching myself watching more engine work, and I prefer someone normal, not maybe a TV show, with a YouTube account. So that's where I'm going now. More simple and boring.
If you're looking for engine builds, I mean, you're looking at the guy doing one, so.
That's true.
The one that is creaking is the owner itself.
Yeah, Dutch is saying, I can hear the Harbor Freight jack stands creaking from here. Yeah, that's where you're wrong. There's no jack stands, Dutch.
Yeah, what jack stands? Oh, wait. You have a bad angle. Let me fix that for you, fine people.
Are we
Sure.
trying to get more jack stands, or?
Oh, this is where it's going.
You should not rely on that thing.
No, he shouldn't. But he's lucky. Don't worry. He's got Dan luck.
I wouldn't do that.
If I die, that's just going to give 6% good ratings. So
we're at Tailpipe 200. We're going to see if Dan can install his Tailpipe in under 2 minutes.
Well, Tom, if something happens, are you interested in that Mustang, or I could have it? Let me know. I have my email, so you know where to communicate with me. We can work something out.
Juan's already trying to bogart your Mustang there, Dan.
No, I give it to Tom until my kid is old enough, and then it'll be hers.
I can get a guitar for Tom, special edition. He will appreciate that more.
I don't think he's gonna horse trade a guitar for a Mustang.
I think.
I mean, Tom would hate to have this thing.
Yeah, he's saying he's not interested in the car, Dan.
What did I say?
Oh, I know he's not interested in it.
Yeah.
But he can't deny his younger brother's last wish in life. Because otherwise,
Hey,
let's hope this is not your actual last wish, because that would be a really shitty way to go.
Hey. Are you not his older brother?
No. We've been through this one.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm fairly positive.
You look way older.
Dan, just to let you know, I have talked to other people and they thought you were older as well.
I don't know how I feel about all that.
Like other people you've met in person.
Maybe you need to play some guitar to see if we can remember your age.
Hurl you under the bus, but Juan, the movie that song is from is come on, Juan, Burt Reynolds movie.
Folks. I think I only told this to Dan. What made me like classic or appreciate classic American cars. It was more when I was consuming music from MTV, and the rockstar really appreciate having those cars restored. So that's how I did enjoy and learn to appreciate these things. So everyone was talking about I don't know if the Nissan Skyline, because it did appear in a video game, and I was like, yeah, man, that Mustang, that that Chevelle. There's another car from Chevelle that I don't. My mind is not ringing the name of it, but that's how everything started. And like the engine that I like, I forgot the name, but it's more with the turbo. I think in Fast and the Furious, the Toledo's car, he has it.
Marine, no, it's not. But that would be a '68 Charger technically, but no, in Dutch is not it right either. At all. He's being facetious. Burt movie, that's easy. Talladega Nights, no, that would be Smokey and the Bandit #1, which is probably one of the best, if not the best, car movie.
But yeah, there were some movies that put like classic cars in them, but in Spanish, man, I didn't like those movies because they didn't speak English. They were like speaking Spanish, like what you see when you see a Chinese movie, and they put and I was like, also I play video games.
Dean is asking your brother if he was adopted or if he's Canadian or Amish, and Thomas, of course, saying no.
He was not adopted. He might be Amish.
Are you guys Amish?
He's definitely not Canadian.
You're awfully close to Canada. You could be Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he likes, maple syrup, but not quite that much. You know what I mean?
Is his Pickle's father? Pickle's father.
No, Van Life is asking if that's a 289.
No, it's a 308. It's a 40 over 302. I thought it was a 289 for like 15 years, but come to find out, it's not.
I know
I'm okay with that.
I know we're speaking a few topics around, but I was one of those teenage boys that like to be like 4 hours in MTV when there was only music. Okay, only music videos. I was those kids.
You're old then, Juan.
Yeah, I'm older than them.
Yep,
Are you sure? Because everybody keeps thinking Dan's the eldest brother.
that is
What-
true. Everyone
in
thinks
age.
I'm old.
I look way younger than Dan. I think.
Well, the mullet does give you a timeless, ageless quality, Juan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And also I did like the vehicles collections, collective vehicles like the old Rolls Royce, the Chevys, that they were like chrome and a lot of character. That's my type of car.
Van Life saying the 289 was a better motor, in his opinion, than the 302.
It was the 289 was just a 302 with not as many cubic inches. So better in what regard? Yeah, sure. You could. I mean, no, you can rev a 302 as high as you can a 289 too. So you're just sacrificing power for the sake of nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. For those who don't know, Dan is the youngest brother. Tom is 8 years older than him, and there's an even older brother that, I can let Dan explain that if he ever wants to.
He's a dude.
Dan looks like 20 years older than Tom. At least 15.
It's my wisdom. My wisdom is showing. Yeah.
Well, you
Working
better
with
put
fruits.
that away before somebody reports you.
What?
You better put that wisdom away before someone reports you for exposure.
He cannot hear you. He's getting old. Remember, he has hearing loss.
Doug's just saying MTV had boring reality shows 25 years ago, and they were way ahead of the curve. That's true. That you can thank MTV for a lot of the reality stuff, but that was a cheap way for them to make content.
Mm-hmm. Because they decided not to be a only video channel, music channel.
No, it was a novel concept when it started in the 80s, and it for a long time it still played music. I don't know if I haven't had a TV other than that at hotels in years and years, or at the hospital. So I have no idea what the hell's even on. Every time I turn on the TV, it's something I've already seen, and I haven't watched TV on a regular basis in about a decade. So
Look, folks, when music was really good, and I was the guy that everyone asked for my mix CDs. I did a really good mix CDs.
Check it, purple hornies.
horn A.
Now I gotta
Where's
do
horn?
the other freaking side.
The nuts
So
and bolts.
is the other side horn B since that's horn A?
No, this one's horny and that one's hornier.
Ah. So you have Randy mufflers. They're Randy.
Yeah.
Okay. I will be right back.
All right.
Hold on. Let's see if Juan actually. Nope, we lost Juan. He chose to leave this time, and he still has his icon up. Van Life saying the 289 was more reliable.
The 289 and the 302 are literally indistinguishable from each other than the crankshaft.
And Doug's saying, so Dan and Tom's parents still refer to Dan as Danny? I'll bet you they do.
No. Usually it's Mike, Tom, Dan, whoever the hell you are. Get over here.
Jackass number 3, is that what you get called?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. No, it's the oldest brother was the one who could do no wrong.
Yeah, we mentioned that before. That's saying I'm too young for MTV. We had 3 channels growing up, so I could watch the good Top Gear reruns on Sunday at 2 p.m. on Channel 43. 2 life lessons I learned: speed and power. Yeah, you went to the Clarkson School of Car, I see.
Now, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to even get on the other side.
Too close to the wall? Is the other pipe too close to the wall?
What?
Is the driver's side
right up against the wall?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I know those problems. I have those with my teeny ass little garage. Nice header wrap there, Dan.
What's that?
Nice header wrap.
Thank you. Here we go.
And I'm saying, well, I didn't say either were reliable because they are both Fords. Let's throw another jab at the Fords. I never had any trouble with any of my Ford cars in terms of the engine. I always had Ford transmission troubles. Truck car didn't matter. I've liked every Ford I've ever had, but I've always had transmission issues, the ones I like the most. They're saying is speed and power why I lost 2 small blocks this year. The world will never know. I'm gonna bet it's a solid maybe. Well, you did say Van Life is just saying. I just said to it. Well, yeah, but on the scale of what you're comparing it to, that could have been helpful for the conversation, Van Life.
What the who now?
He's saying that 289 was more reliable than 302, but I think he's still also throwing it on the bus, saying that Fords in general suck.
But the 302 and the 289 are literally the exact same block. You cannot. They are literally the same casting.
Well, Dan is calling on a higher power.
Higher power.
Yeah, you're lifting the car.
Oh yeah. How is your view from over there? Do I need to move you?
It's getting better now, technically. As you raise the car, I can see more of where I'm assuming you're going.
Okay.
Probably going to see mostly you and not the muffler, though, when you install it.
I can move you. There we go.
That's saying fix the cigarette lighter.
Fix a cigarette lighter?
Yep. Dougster has got to go to bed. Take it easy, Dougster. Thanks for jumping in.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, Van Life is saying his mistake. They both suck.
Take care, dog.
All right. How's this?
Other than the fact that there's no light, it's better.
Okay. Well, I'm not fixing the light problem, so.
We can see that the Hornet is purple, and that your jack is green.
Oh, yep. All right. You want me to raise the sketch factor a whole nother level?
Are you going to set it on fire first?
No, I'm just going to inform you that not only am I not using jack stands, the drive shaft is not hooked up. So it could roll back at any moment.
Yeah, and you'll be fine because I'm assuming you also don't have the wheels chalked.
No.
Okay.
I never really understood chalking the wheels. I mean, I drew things on them with chalk, but it didn't do nothing.
But I need that freaking sounder, Tom. I need the side whistle sounder.
Yeah, he was going to give you that. What happened?
Yeah, stuff happens. And all kidding aside, I would prefer you didn't crush yourself, Dan. I do kind of like you.
Oh, I'll be fine.
That's saying
It's my
classic.
first time.
That's saying classic Blues Brothers reference. I guess for somebody else time. No, I didn't. I get it now because I can. Now that you mentioned, I understand when he's explaining the car to his brother, Albert, or
Yeah.
let's fix cigarette lighter because it didn't work. That was the one thing. It got cop shocks, cop tires, cop brakes, made it for Cadillac converter, so it runs good on unleaded gas. I remember that part, but it's been a while since I've seen the movie.
It runs good on regular gas, is what he said. Yes.
Exactly. I have not seen the movie in a while. Yeah, actually, Shadows of the Light. Nope, you are correct, sir. Now, Donald saying, do not adjust the color on your TV while watching Dan.
Nope. It doesn't get any better, no matter what you do.
Yeah, only Donald saying the red looks orange and the purple looks pink. Well, I think you need to adjust your eyesight or your TV there. Only Donald, because the purple does look purple. The orange does look orange.
Not accurate.
Yeah, accurate. I'm gonna have to go with accurate.
I call BS.
So now that we have you here, Dan, is this a good time to talk to you about your car's extended warranty?
Yeah, do I still have that?
Quite possibly.
Fuck, I could use that right about now.
It does not cover owner improvements.
I mean, can you really call these improvements? That's a debatable subject, right?
It all depends on who you're asking. I would.
Oh, where'd that go now?
The jack wheel. It's reach where the inside the first jack wheel, the big one's right there.
Gotcha. Boy, we work good as a team.
Yeah, we do.
And just like that, I'm back.
Hey,
okay.
back.
Yeah, sorry folks, I was moving towards this part of the house because my family's gonna sleep, so I'm in the garage and now it's getting very cool.
Juan's back at sea with his blue sail.
Yeah, baby.
Hey Juan, did you hear the I just raised the sketch factor by a level of 10.
Why?
Well, I didn't really raise it. I mean, it was always there. I just informed the people. Not only am I not using jack stands, but the drive shaft is not hooked up, so it could roll away at me at any moment.
I don't know if you're bright or you're just an idiot.
I live my life 1/4 mile at a time, Juan.
Tom.
He lives his life one bad choice of model mechanic at a time, Juan.
Yeah.
That's right.
Folks, if you didn't know something, Dan could be sponsored by Jiffy Lube because that's the way they work. So that's the example there. Hope this message was delivered.
Jiffy Lube puts on custom mufflers and stuff on your car. I didn't know that one.
Whatever they can, you just use a big impact on everything. Put it on and off with an impact.
I have no doubt Dan would be using an impact if he had one. So,
I mean, technically, I do have one, but that's a lot of work getting all the shit out.
He won't buy a swivel socket to do that, Scott.
No, Scott, they gave me a swivel socket.
Yeah, one we hooked him up with all the tools that we could.
No.
Are those junkyard wrenches?
Well, of course they are.
Yeah, for those who don't know, when Dan bought his first house, the Epic crew, the guys got together and we got him tools and had Tom help us deliver him with his parents. So it was a surprise for Dan because we wanted to get him something for his first house. That's a big deal.
And I extremely appreciate it.
So we wanted to hook our buddy up.
Now he needs like a jack.
No, he has a jack. He needs jack stands.
Well, technically, I have jack stands. They're
Not that type
right
of
there.
Jacko.
Yeah. Simon's saying be a shame if the purple paint burned off.
Purple paint will burn off.
Yeah, what's happening to first responder? He's saying he recognizes that ring.
Hi,
Hey,
responder and Slimo. I didn't. And
we're watching Dan put purple Hornets on his Mustang while making questionable wrenching choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he will turn the car on, and he will stick like his eye on that exhaust, and maybe he has a permanent tattoo, blue tattoo.
Oh.
He will look tough.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
No.
Purple color.
No tattoos.
Yeah.
No tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure that he's not going to be turning the car on while he's underneath it on, just to be honest with you.
I mean, I would if I could.
That's why I told you. I don't know if he's a genius or he's just an idiot.
Sometimes you have to be an idiot to do genius things, Juan. Sometimes you have to be an idiot in order to think of the things that no one else would to make it genius.
I think he's self-proclaimed what he is.
Well, he can identify as whatever he wants to, Juan, so.
All right.
First round saying purple Hornets are great mufflers.
They are. The only downside to these things that I've seen so far, and I don't remember if the last ones I had were like this too, the collector goes from a 3-inch and it shrinks down to like I don't even know, 2.5, 2-inch? And then it's a 3-inch down here.
Well,
I could have swore I ordered, well, no, I know I ordered a 3-inch in and a 3-inch out because the actual collector flange is a 3-inch. So that's the only downside.
The tubing or the body of the muffler?
Tubing.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if they only had one muffler blank body, so they just weld whatever the hell into it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Where the Summit Racing mufflers I had on before were actual true 3-inch. So
yeah, you have a 3-incher. We know. Okay.
Yeah, it's about that big.
Yeah, there's one.
Mm-hmm.
No, the thrush mufflers I got, the cases are all the same. They just weld the different ends on them. So I'm going to keep the old ones I have. I can just weld new ends on them. Because the case bodies are all the same size.
Oh.
I had a set of welded thrush mufflers on here before. I took all of that because I had exhaust going all the way out the back with welded thrush on it. Took all that off and I put not purple hornies, but like the same kind of concept as these on. I think they were they were cherry bombs, I think. And it saved 40 pounds on the underside of the car.
Yeah.
Exhaust is heavy.
Well, it still adds up quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Dan looks skinny under there. He's burning a lot. I don't think you have never burned so many calories before as you're doing tonight.
What?
No,
you should have seen me trying to get the freaking engine in the car, Juan. That was a pain in the ass.
I think you pay a couple of guys to do it off camera. You know, you have that youth money.
If I had that kind of money, Juan, I would have had this shit done a long time ago. Really, the money is the biggest part that has been slowing this whole process down. Money and time, anyway.
That happens to most of us.
Yeah. All right. Now I gotta find the U-bolts to put the drive shaft back on.
There you go. And Dutch saying I've had Cyclone purple Hornies on a car for 7 years. Purple does not come off.
No, the purple will not come off. I had them on the cut list, and that's why I fell in love with them.
First responder saying super turbos are the best muffler I ever had. I've always had bad luck with those. It's interesting. Van Life saying I put Flowmasters on it. I put the knockoff Thrush Flowmasters on, well, everything except for my TJ right now.
What are these?
And first responder saying laying down on the job, huh, Dan?
Yep. Every minute I can do it. Any chance I get.
Remember and do the oil change while you are in there. Okay.
What? No, it's got brand new oil in it, Juan.
No,
From
just
last
go
year?
ahead, Dan. Oil bay 2.
Oil base, yeah.
Oh
First
no.
responder saying two people in the world make money on their backs: mechanics and hookers.
And I ain't no mechanic.
You ain't no hooker either, so.
Well, I'm a hooker, all right. I'm hooking all this shit up.
Shio. And
All
they're
right.
saying open headers are the best muffler he ever had.
Yeah, but really, open headers in of themselves lose power.
Yeah, you want a collector after him.
Well, yeah, you need like a length of pipe after it.
Well, that's what I mean.
Is that Mr. One Eye Cut or Mrs. One Eye Cut?
Mrs.
Thank you for being here, Miss One Eye Cut. Yeah.
Yeah. First trying to say that's a good one, Dan. Hooking all that shit up. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Huh. He can be funny whenever he's under the car.
And as we wait for Dan to start working again, we're going to pause this station identification. Welcome to 6% Recycled, where we give you marginal entertainment at a cost of nothing.
Yeah.
You win.
We're waiting for the, how is it called? When you want to go to the first floor to the 10th floor. Elevator. We're waiting for some elevator music, Tom. I hope you remember.
Yeah, I should really change out this U-joint. It is just destroyed. Oh, well.
So is he going to? The question is, will Dan actually do that?
Oh, no. God, no. I have a brand new U-joint for it, but no. Oh. Well, shoot. How am I going to do this now? Oh, all right. Wait.
We'll see.
Put the car in neutral.
Okay. Is the rat still in the garage?
Sorry, Juan, I didn't hear what you said.
Damn. Is the rat still in the garage?
Do you still have mice and rat problems, Dan?
What? What's going on?
Do you still have a rat in your garage?
If you're feeling gay.
I haven't seen him. I found one dead one in the car. So I'm just hoping that's the end of that.
Man, you gotta stink for real. If that rat died inside your car when you're older. Yeesh.
So your Mustang killed a rat?
Well, no, the poison that I left for him killed him.
No.
He just happened to die in the car.
So you got another cool story.
All right. Theoretically, this should turn out, right?
In theory. And only Donald's saying put it in neutral. It's not like you were already worried about it rolling away anyway.
I did put it in neutral. That's what I was doing.
We cannot see it.
For those who can't quite tell, that is Dan from New Guy's Garage installing the drive shaft in his Mustang. Is it Iron Pony?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Iron Horse.
Putting purple Hornets on his Iron Pony.
Mm-hmm. We can only see your white hands, Dan.
Yeah. The underside of my gas tank moldy? That's new.
That's interesting.
We can see the wall clearly and your stinking floor of oil and whatever is on the floor.
Yeah, first runner saying he had a possum in the garage and it made good soup.
What year is your Mustang, Dan?
65.
There you go. I was like 67 or 65. I was close.
And first runner saying that your pony is horny.
It is now.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on now. Why aren't you fitting in there? There you go.
I think if that hits the floor and hit you on the way down, you will be more intelligent after.
Who did what?
Nothing?
Oh, well, I couldn't hear you. That's why I said what.
Yeah. Some woman
Are
cannot
they,
hear me well.
Now your audio's going in and out to some extent. One. So Dan, are they straps or U-bolt caps?
What?
Do you have the U-bolt style strap or do you have caps for the U-bolt?
Oh,
Now I think you guys can hear me better.
we can hear the ocean.
What ocean?
It literally sounds like you're at sea.
Yeah,
No,
sounds like you're out fishing.
No, you gotta be kidding me. For real?
Now
Yeah,
it's
for
not.
real.
For a while there, it literally sounded like you were sailing away.
Yeah,
Not anymore, but
yeah, because I have a cool mic.
Yeah, first runner's asking Dan, are you going to fire out? Oh, sorry, Dan, are you going to fire off that Badman Majama?
possibly. I don't know for sure quite yet. I know my fuel pump is having issues not pumping fuel. I have not addressed that issue yet.
Well, what happened, first responder? That doesn't sound good. What you were doing?
What it was, he could have needed to make room for a larger hood scoop because he does have the largest hood scoop on a Durango on Earth. That is possible.
But he's on the block.
Yeah, I know I'm being facetious, one. Van Life saying, what is the 65 Mustang worth in that condition there, Dan?
Like actual value?
Yes.
I'm assuming yes. I don't think he means to you personally.
Okay, let me think. I mean, I'm not a car dealer, but I would imagine.
Not a dealer, as a private seller, I think he's asking.
Yeah. So it's not original, so it's not going to have like a collector's original market, but it is hot rodded out.
When you say original, what do you mean?
I mean, it's it's been hopped up. It's got a hopped up engine. It's got slapper bars in the back. It's got
Improve, would you say?
Well, yeah, but like people looking for like an original classic are not looking for that. You know what I mean? So it's not going to have that market, but it will have like overall, people want an old car market. I would say I'll just say 20 grand. I think that's a good. I mean, I've seen them more than that. I've seen them for less than that. But factoring in the money that's in the motor, like the heads that are on it and the gears that are in back of here, those parts on their own are expensive. So I'm gonna say 20 grand.
20 grand, I think, is too much. I would say 15 grand any day. I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying 15, like you could sell it as of right now and fast any time of the year. Would you agree on that?
I see them for 15 a lot, but those are like original, like V6 or not V6 inline 6 cars, like not like hot rods.
No, like junkyards, but cleaner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Six. What do you think? You're like more of the numbers guy than I am.
I'm closer to Juan, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you I can tell you the number in Tennessee, the same car, but you cannot see the paint. Maybe a good roller. It's not. Let's say if Dan's car is an 8, if you would give it an 8, like it looks good, it runs, it does everything that you need to. But I'm saying maybe no engine, paint flaked up, uh,
Well,
superficial
the
rust.
paint on this is flaked off. The paint on this is no good. I
No,
mean,
no, no, no,
it's
no. It looks
pretty
great
bad.
when compared to what you see on the marketplace. I'm comparing your
Yeah.
car, right?
Like
And you're
it's
My
a
that
rust-free car. It's a rust-free car in
exactly.
Minnesota. So that's got to add some value right there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that
exactly.
would. The other thing is that I don't know how your area is, but where I'm at in Michigan, either factory restored completely or that 60s muscle car, 70s muscle car look is extremely popular here. So you might actually get more money just for that old man trying to live his childhood kind of thing.
Well, yeah, and
So
I'm
your
right next to BIR too.
so your
So I mean,
car.
drag racing is a big thing around here.
So just describing your car from 15 grand with no rust, I think easily 20. That's a good reason for it. But in my state, a roller, I have seen them superficial rust 10K, a lot of rust 5K. If it's sold for that, I cannot say, nor would I trust buying a car like that because there's a lot of tricks where I live. Now, if I went to buy Dan's car in Tennessee, I would pay 15 for that. I would like to pay lower. Realistically, I think Dan car could go 25-ish, depending on. I would say 20 easily because rust free car and if there's no signs of bundle and he can prove the car, you know, even with the flaking or whatever may be happening, it's not a car that has been.
Yeah,
It
and
doesn't
first
have a
riders.
sketchy history. Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, Dan owns it. You know it's sketchy. So
Well,
Well,
I mean,
well, sketchy like a big giant hole and you just full of putty instead of.
no, it sounds
no.
like it. Your dad owned it for what, 20 years before you got it?
Yeah, about that, I would say. He got
Yeah.
it. I don't know how old I was when he got it,
Uh,
but
for
like I wanted a hot rod to work on with him because I was really into cars. So first we got a '65 Galaxy, which was cool, but it wasn't quite a hot rod. And then we got this thing. The only reason he was able to get this is because the mother allowed him to get it only if he stopped smoking. So he quit smoking to get the car. And then I changed the shifter in it. I changed it, the factory shifter, to a Hurst quarter stick. After that day, the mother has hated this car ever since because she couldn't drive it with the quarter stick. She was too
mm,
afraid.
first responder, I'm not. We're telling like seeing the numbers of what we see on the market. We're not referring of how everything is off the charts, off the charts right now. I don't care if it's a car, if it's a house, or it's a food. Everything is
Well,
expensive.
I,
But
I
I
have
get your point.
I have seen Mustangs on Facebook Marketplace that are literally half of a shell, completely rusted. The only thing there is just basically the body, and even most of that's gone. And they're asking like $5,000 for it. Things
Okay,
are crazy.
same year,
there is
same
a
This,
year,
crazy ass
yeah,
market for
same
everything.
year.
same year. This
Okay.
thing we paid $6,500 for back in its day. So that can tell you how crazy things have gone.
Yeah. And first runner saying I have $30,000 in Durango's engine. Durango's worth about 3,000. Does not make it worth 33. That is true, but you do have a very big ass hood scoop on that Durango. So there is adjustments.
Yeah.
He
Well,
tried
no,
to
I
rob
mean
you.
you like I'm not adding up all the money I've spent on
No,
the thing.
no,
I'm
Dan.
just saying,
He's not saying that. He's saying that at the end of the day, he has a really high horsepower Durango. It's still a goddamn Durango.
oh yeah,
He's thinking more like a mechanic, which I do agree on him on that, but we're talking about the market, what you could get for it if you were to put it like tomorrow on the marketplace.
And
And
Dutch saying that he'd say it's worth more than that since he sold an Aspen RT earlier this month for 18,000.
who knows if you know the right person? I know that if it's like Dan stated that it was all original, it could be way more. Way more. If I would give that kind of money, no. Maybe probably I don't know how many of you in the chat would give that kind of money, but not me.
I don't really want to get up.
I don't fantasize about your hood, first responder, but that was technically the first thing I actually saw of you. I saw your hood before I saw your car because it was literally that much scoop. It's an identifiable thing, nobody's going to mistake your Durango for somebody else's Durango.
There's some funny comments around there.
Yeah, he fantasizes about his own hood scoop, so those things happen. Dean saying Georgia Satellites, I know it from the band. I know you guys are particular about not sharing everything around.
Whatever that means. Yeah, first responder. I get it.
I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that. Probably no, it's way too dark. There's
You need
fucking mold growing on my gas tank.
You have mold.
How did you do that?
Because this garage is okay. So remember this garage. Half of it was on dirt, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there is a lot of moisture in here.
Yeah.
So things love to rust and grow mold.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I still have not finished digging all of the dirt from that side of the garage yet, because that's where the workbench is. So I got to tear the workbench, off, like out of the way, in order to finish both the wall that I want to like seal up and dig out and concrete in all that dirt. But I wanted to get the engine in the car and everything buttoned up, so I have the room to do all that.
I think you have waited too much.
Are you gonna have to protect the bottom of the car from the moisture waking up and rusting stuff then?
Well, the bottom of the car still has basically all of its undercoating still on it.
Oh, where the raw spots or primered spots or whatever you're talking about.
Oh, the bare metal? That's all on the body itself.
Okay.
That's like chips in the paint. Like the paint is like this thick on the car, and it just flakes off because they did not do a very good job, whoever painted it.
Yeah, it sounds like the Chambler.
Yeah. So then it just flakes off to bare metal underneath. But all these years, just bare metal exposed to the elements has not rusted. I don't know how. I've driven it in the rain.
Well, like I said, it's Dan luck. I don't know. I'll tell you, dude.
I don't know. It's Ford quality metal right there. All right, I should get out.
And first runner saying he thinks he needs purple hornies on the side of his Durango might make it worth more.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Dutch saying the 360, the RT sold as 360 out of an RV with a cam, clean car, but just a basic junkyard build. I had a 2,700 into it. That's a good dollars to what you sold it to, man. That's awesome.
No, Dutchy seems to be something else. Okay.
Yeah. Dean is singing George Satellites. Yeah, put those purple hornies on the hood like a Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
First responder saying it's moist. It's moist because it is at or below grade. It needs to be above grade to be dry.
Also, then having a lot of boxes like you have on the deck there, you have a lot of that in
No,
the
what about
garage.
grade? Who
Do
said
you
what
hear
about
me?
grade? Oh, hold on,
Hold
Warren. Well, what about grade?
Hold on. It's moisture. It's caused at or below grade. It needs to be above grade to be dry. I think it means a
Grade.
slab.
The slab. Grade. Grade is in what? Not a.
That grade where the level of the ground, the grade of the ground, like slopes away from a house or slopes towards the house. The grade.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure the slab is like dug into the ground.
Then having boxes like you have on the deck, that attracts a lot of moisture and mice. Plus, you have dirt. So
I think the dirt is more of the problem one.
I'm
If
saying
I
that
just had to pinpoint something, I'd probably say it was more likely the dirt.
but
Well, you could have moisture wicking through the concrete depending on what thickness the concrete is of the age too. So that could be wicking up through.
Oh, that's true.
But then, if you have more Pokemons, you have more chances or knowledge on what is being a problem. Yeah, the dirt
Pokemon?
may be more of a problem, but you
Yeah.
having boxes like that plus the dirt doesn't help any.
Hey, Juan, did you actually say Pokemons?
Yeah,
Nothing in that.
Like the trading card game the kids play? Pokemon?
whatever you want it to be. More Pokemons, more options you have. It's the same.
I don't understand
Okay,
what you
I
mean
guess
by
I'm old.
Pokemon.
I guess I'm old enough that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm thinking of a kid's game.
Hmm.
I get sort of the reference now that you've explained it, but it's still, I would not have been my first choice per se. But
The more you know, or the more options you know or have, better decisions you can make. The more Pokemons you have, the best decisions you can make.
yeah, I just wouldn't have referenced that.
No. Sometimes you can have way too many decisions, and therefore it makes choosing way harder. All right.
Oh, he's getting out the roadkill list.
Purple Hornies.
Yep.
Right
BRG was
there.
sorry.
You're doing the
First
same
responder
thing
was
as 6%.
first responder was saying I was trying to buy the BRG headers from Durango, but not after he saw what he did. Yeah, he did kind of roast him there a bit.
Well, I'm not going to finish anything else on that list tonight. That's all shit that I need stuff for.
I think you did great tonight. So if it's low in continuously or consistency or continuously, it's good. Instead of going fast and anxious and undecisive, as you are then.
Dan Light was saying need a swell around the garage to drain water away from the garage.
Yeah. Man, some garages had some tubes for draining. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be drain tile. First runner saying, Danny, right? Dan, you're right. The dirt. You need to have a ditch around the garage for it to dry, or it to be
I
dry.
need to have a moat around my garage.
Yes, install a moat. Install a moat right now. A fine moat.
Ooh,
The
it's
finest
cold
moat.
here.
Dutch saying, I tell you what, I got a spray foam sponsor for your barn. Best
Spray
email I
foam.
sent you.
Spray. Go on. I'm listening.
No, I'm sorry. I tell you what, I got a spray foam sponsor for his barn. Best email I sent yet. Barn is t-shirt weather warm right now.
Dang it. I was hoping he had
You know,
Like,
I read it too damn fast. I keep trying to slow that down.
Yeah, and Dan needs some insulation.
Oh, Dan needs a lot of stuff, but we'll see. Let's hopefully. I think he's trying to fire up said Stang,
well,
or he just filled it with ranch dressing. One of the two.
there is no guarantee that this is going to fire up because I have no idea where the timing is. Well, I have a guess, but I don't know if it's actually there or not. And the carburetor is questionable. So, because it's been just sitting in the back of the trunk for like 2 years.
As most carburetors are.
So, I don't know. We'll give her a try. Let me. We'll just see what happens.
Nope. Hot Mustang action.
Is that a? Oh yeah, you can kind of see. But yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're up close and carbureted.
What is going to fall off and hit stuff?
I'm assuming the camera's going to fall into the engine, but we'll see what happens.
Well, that is a distinct possibility.
What about the pliers on the? I see red handle pliers by your right hand.
Yeah.
No, zip tied on. That is a vacuum
brake.
That is a brake bleeder, actually.
Yeah.
But funny story about this: the brake bleeder I have hooked up to the vacuum. What is it? The vacuum advance on the distributor, because this distributor is locked out. No mechanical advance. So I want to set it around 22 degrees initial, or well, just 22 degrees, right? So that I can start it, and then I pump up the vacuum to initiate the vacuum advance to give me my full 32, 34 degrees timing. That is the system I set up for No Name Nationals because I just needed to get it done. But you see how well that works. So, and it's still just hanging out.
Well, hey, you've had it set up for 2 No Name Nationals, which it's been in either. So there's that.
Oh yeah. I didn't even try it this year. All right, what is all this? It's gonna fall. All right.
Yeah, but you made it. That was the cool part. It was good to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, are we going to have successful Mustangage?
We'll see.
Yes, we do.
Hey,
we're still successful. There you go.
Hey, it worked. Hot damn.
Yeah, the audio got a little weird, but it looked like it was running. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you couldn't hear anything because of StreamYard.
No, we could hear it, but it was like almost like a vacuum cleaner noise.
Oh, okay.
Van life, we don't want fireworks here.
Oh, wait, okay. All right, wait. Maybe if I put you down by... Oh, that fell. Maybe if I put you down by the purple horny exhaust. Oh. Maybe you'll get a better... I'm going to try that again. That was kind of good.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. I have zero ventilation in this garage right now, so...
Oh, that's good.
If I die from carbon monoxide poisoning, at least the car runs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll call your brother and tell him to call 911 for you.
Okay. Fire 2. Or sort of.
Nice one, Dan.
It technically ran
without the garage door open. But
yeah.
Oh, there it went.
Yeah, first responder saying he thinks the mufflers might hit the body in reverse.
Yeah.
So Tom is in the chat. So if you were to fall down, you're covered.
All right. Jackson fired.
Yeah, congratulations, man. First round of stereotypical Mustang leaf blower.
Yes. I mean, it
mad.
It didn't run great, but it ran. Like I said, I have no idea where anything is. So,
well, if it makes you feel any better, we could only to really tell that it was idling ish, and it sounded like it had a lumpy cam. So
it does have a lumpy cam. The cam should sound good. It's an Anderson N41 cam. So
it's not that it doesn't want to start; it doesn't want to idle longer.
Well, yeah,
no,
the carburetor is literally just I slapped it on there. The timing, I have no idea, and it's
just put it
literally cold.
Fire over. So
what's that?
I'm assuming you just put enough gas in it to get it to fire over for a few seconds anyway.
Oh yeah. I just feel because I know the fuel pump's not working because I already tested that, and the diaphragm must have dried out while it was sitting for the year. So I gotta fix that problem.
A lot of junk came out.
A lot of junk? Where? Out the exhaust?
Nah, it's mostly just dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Probably out of the headers because the headers have been just sitting for a long time. There's probably a rat nest in there.
Well, it wasn't like that. It was mostly just dust and probably moisture and just funk from the engine sitting.
Yeah. Once you start running it, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, all gone.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
It's probably not tuned for this fucking cold either. It's like I'm smoking my cigar right now, but I'm not.
Yeah, I thought you sparked up the cigar, and then I realized no, it's cold enough.
Yeah, no, it's cold in here. In case people don't believe me.
And I thought I was cold in here.
Oh, can you? Yeah, I can see my breath.
Yeah, we can see your breath too. So.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that. No, congratulations, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Long way to go, but a short time to get there. But we're doing all right.
You technically are already. You're like 75% there. So.
Yeah, I just need to do all of this yet. So.
That's a small list. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Most of this is cosmetics. Wow, some of it. Find the belt size. I need to find what size belt I need for that now. Because I'm not running the water pump anymore, obviously. So now I got to figure out what length belt I need. Zip tie wires and trans hoses. So buttoning up all the loose wires and shit that are just scattered around, zip tying all that out of the way. Nice and neat. Make zip tie throttle cable. I have a zip tie throttle cable, but it's made out of white zip ties, and white zip ties are too brittle for a throttle cable, I have realized. You have to use black zip ties if you're going to make a throttle cable out of them. Yeah, pro tip on that one.
Yeah, I can see the white zip tie throttle cable as you were.
Yeah. So I need to fix that because I can't, I can't have that. It has to be black zip ties. Solve fuel pump issues. Yeah.
Well, hold on 1 second. Van Life's saying pour gas back down the pipe to lubricate the diaphragm.
I did, and I don't know if it worked or not. I did it. I did that this morning, and was hoping that it would just throughout the day kind of soften the rubber in the diaphragm. But I have no idea if it did or not. It kind of sounded like it was running out of gas that second time. So,
did you put engine mounts, the newer ones?
Yes.
The engine move when you rev it up.
Well, of course it does.
You're going to one unless he has solid motor mounts. And even then, it's still technically move.
Yeah,
just saying.
No, that's the whole reason they're polyurethane mounts, so they're stiffer than rubber, but they still have flex.
Oh,
It allows the engine to move. That's what makes it so it doesn't vibrate the whole car. So
Yeah, and,
Nice.
and I don't say it's better to see your breath than to smell it.
that is true. That is true.
Yeah, and I would agree. Black zip
Yeah.
ties are UV rated. White ones are normally not.
Yes, white zip ties. Okay, so if you do a brake stand and you floor it, the white zip tie will break, but the black one will hold strong.
You could just get a cable or a rod. You could do that.
No, it's more complicated than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I have no I don't really have a meaningful way to bend and shape and weld and shit. So, and brass works, but eventually it will work harden and it will snap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions?
No, I figured you'd have something. So
Anderson really botched the cam name. State 41 is Montana. M41 Doug. Oh,
I think it
it's
means
not.
dope.
Yeah. Oh, dope. No, it's not M41. It's N41. It's not a very high lift cam. It's only, I think it's a 5. Is it even a 5? I think it's a 512 lift is all.
Van life. If you're gonna use white zip ties, just use it for things that you're gonna cut it off in 5 minutes or 10.
Yeah,
Well,
white zip tie is not great.
white zip ties are more often used in construction, interior stuff where it never sees the sun. Doesn't matter for them.
Yeah, but just white zip ties just don't look good.
No,
No, I
Black
never.
zip tie will blend
I
in.
never buy them, but you're more likely to see them in a construction environment than you are in a car. First one, I'm saying I'm not a fan of big split cams.
Big split cams? You mean where the intake has a higher lift than, or the exhaust has a higher lift than the intake?
I say in 512 lifts.
512 lift. All right. Yeah, that was close. No, that's what I said, isn't it? Pretty sure.
I think so. Dean is saying it can't be merely N41 dark side, Dan.
Yeah, that is the cam. It's Anderson N41, and that's just the designation they use for the cam.
Pink zip ties are uber cool, though.
I have not ran into a pink zip tie.
I bet
that I
if
can
you
think
search
of.
for them, you can get them.
Well, there's every color duct tape now. I don't doubt there's every color zip tie. So
Possibly.
Van life. That is interesting.
first round, I'm saying
Yeah.
LSA is 110, 512, 16 rockers.
And I do have the 16 rockers on here. I wanted to use 17s, but my piston and valve clearance was just it's already iffy, so I didn't want to make it even more iffy.
Read the comment then.
Was
Yeah,
Amazon
says, there are companies that sell stainless steel zip ties.
well, yeah, I use stainless steel zip ties on the header wrap. Yes, they are a pain to work with.
I don't doubt it. Then the first round, I'm saying split duration cam. I'm not a fan for the street.
Yeah. They make more power though. Why would they do that? Well, because what else do they need to call it? N41. You know what one it is. They have all kinds. They have N's, B's.
Yeah.
Even
Panduit makes a stainless tab zip tie.
a Basti habit.
Yeah, Ford has a nasty basti habit of restricting exhaust sizes and exit angles, dang them to heck.
Well, it's
Yeah, gosh
because
darn it.
I send you a link of pink zip ties, Scott, if you want to see a picture of it.
the reason they did that is because the shock towers in all their cars are in the way, so they have to like have very, not great exhaust angles.
Excuse me.
That's why when I was porting right there. That's why when I was porting the E7s, I opened up the exhaust ports. But I never got to use those heads because it would have cost me, what did they quote me? Like an $800 to get those heads for a valve job. 800 valve job and new guides. $800. It's like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah,
All
You're
that
not that
work
far
is
away
gone.
from buying aluminum heads.
Yeah.
just for parts only.
Sure, working parts,
Right.
probably more labor than anything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
First one, they make more peak, but you lose a bunch of low end. You won't pick up power till 3200. Cause split duration, makes the engine feel spongy. It's a dyno cam. Nobody drives a dyno. You'll find out.
Well, no. When are you ever driving under 3200? Really, realistically, I mean,
Well,
you're past that point so quickly. It's what's the point?
but like for now, this is not a representation of what you guys are driving. But like the 4 liters I drive, they stopped making power at 4. Like I'm rarely over 3 unless I'm hauling ass. So it's more like driving.
Cruising, I'm at I'm right about 3200 RPM cruising with this
I'm
thing.
assuming you're having overdrive.
No, it's a 3-speed. It's a 3-speed with 355 gears in it. I have 410 gears right there that I'm going to put in it eventually, but not this year because it's too late. Oh, that'll be about 3,500 cruising.
Yeah, it needs more cowbell.
It needs okay. All right, more cowbell coming up.
Oh, good Lord. Look what you started, van life.
Cowbell.
Oh, yeah.
Yee.
Right heat. This is also not happening this year.
Oh, come on, quitter.
I know. Tunnel ramp's not happening this year either.
Oh, all right. That's it. I'm going to unsubscribe. That's just not acceptable.
I know it.
Jeez.
I want to build a. I don't even know what I want to build yet. I want to build a 351 Windsor stroker. Well, okay, I don't know if I want to build a 351 Windsor stroker or a Cleveland stroker. I don't have a 351 Windsor to build yet, so I would need to acquire one. I technically do have a 351 Cleveland just sitting underneath my bench in right there, black plastic bag. So technically I do have that. But the fitment in the car, right? I don't know, because the Clevelands lay over more. So technically speaking, there is more room for the exhaust with the Cleveland. It's just fitting it is a bitch. I mean, once it's there, it's there. I mean, you're not changing spark plugs anymore, but But with the Windsor is more like this. So the exhaust is going to just ramrod right into the shock tower, unless I cut the shock towers and shave them down, notch them, which could be an option. But I don't know which one I want to do. Cleveland or Windsor? Another advantage to the Windsor is you can build a stroker really easily. You use the stock rods for the 351. You get a stroker crank, and then you use 302 pistons, and bam, you have a 393 stroker, like really cheap. The Cleveland everything is expensive. So, yeah, that's my spiel.
There you go. Well, it is about 15 minutes past when I figured we would be done. It's 11:15 for me. So unless there's any other cool parlor tricks you want to try out there, Dan, I think we'll end it for this evening.
No, I've pretty much gotten everything that I'm going to get done.
Yeah,
I'm
Dan,
good here.
Yeah, Dan removed parts, installed more parts, put a drive shaft on, and started his car in a 2-hour live stream.
Yeah.
I was going to say I didn't remove parts, but I did. I removed that fuel cooler thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you were just a man on fire. Well, and
Very
then you were
efficient.
pointing at the torch too. You literally could have been a man on fire.
I mean, I am the coldest man on fire. I'll tell you that right now.
That is true.
Coldest and oldest man on fire.
That's right. I can't believe everyone thinks I'm older than Tom. I mean, have you seen him?
But apparently, no, I don't get it. I don't get that one, but I've heard that from several people.
I have too.
Reliable people that I know met you because I was there. So,
Yeah.
Dougster and
no,
Hubert?
I'm not saying it. No, and it wasn't them. No.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
other people, we've met other people. So,
Did we?
yeah.
I met a lot of people. I met a lot of people I don't know who they are. So
I kind of figured because I would say, hey, this is this guy, and you're like, who the fuck is he? I'm like, I'll explain it later. There's a lot of wait a minute. Yeah, that guy. Nice to meet you, man. Awesome. Love your work.
have a socket.
I'd be like, who's that fucking? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the whole no-name experience.
Yeah, no, Tom is closer. It was Thumper, or it was the kind of thing Thumper would say. So,
it's true.
But but Tom and Thumper had the white off, so there was that. So he probably thought he was younger. So,
take care, Dutch.
Thanks, Dutch. Yeah, it's time to skedoodle. So,
yeah.
Thanks for starting your car and doing all that stuff tonight, Tom. Dan, too many damn Niles has got me all screwed up. So take it easy,
I'm the
everybody.
only one.
Yeah, but your brother's in here, and he said for wider. He had a white off.
The white off.
Not a white off, a wide off.
Yeah.
To make sure we're clear. But take it easy, everybody. Thanks for jumping in.